welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, the G's in my lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right, give it a stretch. Okay. In between the ciphers, I was pretty productive. You know what I'm saying? I got some things worked out. So that's pretty cool. Downloaded some software to this new computer so that I can I don't want to, because I haven't tested this software yet, but it seems kind of amazing, especially for like the 3D printing and stuff that I want to do. And then I have like a CNC machine and a laser cutter, and it could do stuff with that. And so I'm looking really forward to it, because I was looking through the things that it says it can do. And so I wanted it for one thing, but it does a bunch of other things. And I think it does what another program does, but that other program was kind of like discontinued. They're not working on it anymore. And so, but yeah, so I was kind of like going through that, got my steps in, finished up the post-radio show promo stuff. Yes, I'm not too bad. I'm pretty excited to get this started. So welcome to untilit.works, a thing I made mostly for myself to be able to work on projects that I've been meaning to work on. And because I'm the type of person, if I don't make time, I'll never find time. So by creating untilit.works, it allows me the opportunity to be able to set aside time and give myself breaks by doing like these live streams. And that also allows me to like learn about new stuff. And yeah, so untilit.works consists of ciphers, and a cipher is a 3-hour block of time. Within each cipher, there are sessions. There's a work session and a break session. Work sessions are like 45 minutes, heads down, working on, trying to make some progress. Break sessions are these, while I'll pop up on the video to remind you to take a break. You can get up, walk around, drink some water, or sit here and watch me talk about something I found interesting on the internet. Either way, don't let your mind think about the thing you were just focusing on. Give it a chance to relax. All right, so like I said, I'll pop up it here with the video. If you notice below that, it says you may need to click play to start the stream, because if you ever come to the site in the middle of a break session, the video may look like it's frozen, and that's because browsers don't allow for autoplay video with audio. That's why I have the notice there. Next to that is open closed caption button. So I'm using the speech recognition API that's built into Chrome browsers to turn my speech into text. So if you click that button, a space will open up next to the video, and the words I am saying will hopefully be transcribed accurately and placed in that box. Oh, excuse me, I just had some soda. All right. Then there are 2 buttons where you can add a clip and create a highlight video. Don't worry, those are broken, so I'm going to fix that at some point. And then if you'd like to join the chat room and chat or ask questions, there's a thing, join the room, and you'll be able to do that if you're logged in. All right, cool. That is it. All right, now let's talk about Hako, or the work session, which we're going to talk about Hako in that. But start screen share. This one here. Cool. So this is what the work session will look like. Over in the upper right-hand corner, if you check out subscribe, it has a list of all the upcoming ciphers you can subscribe to get notified when we go live. Over on the left-hand side, we have a audio player. So if you're listening to some tunes, working on what you're working on, you can do that there. Towards the center here, we have the to-do section where it says add a task. You type in your task, hit enter or the plus button, it'll add it to the list. You can edit the task by clicking the text. You can delete it by clicking the X button, or if you want to mark it complete, click the checkbox. That'll then send it to the done section. If you click done, it will show you all the things you got completed. If you click the Twitter icon, it'll open up Twitter in a brand new tab, and it'll pre-populate a tweet listing all the things you got completed with like little check marks next to them. For me, it's a visual way of seeing I got some stuff done. I feel good going into the week knowing I at least put in some work into the thing I wanted to work on. Cool. All right. Yeah. So in the right side here, we have a column. We have a countdown timer, counting when the next break session happens. We have view tutorials. So if you don't have a specific thing that you're looking to work on, but you still want to feel productive, like you want to get something done. I have link, and you heard that like web development could be a cool thing. So I have links to Free Code Camp and the Odin Project. And from what I've seen from the curriculum and what people have told me that have gone through them, I think if you complete those programs, at the end, you'll have a good understanding of what it takes to do web development. And then you can make an educated decision on whether or not you want to spend more time and or money in pursuing web development. So those are there. Now, if you're already into web development and you're looking for like a cool project to maybe pick up real quick, kind of go through it, complete it, maybe you'll get the creative juices going and maybe you'll take it further or think of something else, I have links to 3 tutorials that link to the Vonage developer platform. Now, I'm a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage, so part of my responsibilities are look over tutorials. And so I have 3. One of them is following the tutorial, you have this application where you have an input box and a button, a call button. You put in your home phone number in that input box, you hit call, your real world phone will ring. Now I have one that's the opposite, where you get a virtual number. Following the application, the tutorial, you create an application that you link to that virtual number. You can call that virtual number from your real world phone and be able to answer it in the browser, in the application, have a conversation back and forth. And there's one where like 2 users log in to an application and one can call the other through the browser and have a conversation back and forth. So I think that's pretty cool. So those are there. Hako will come back to show and tell sign up. If you want to come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet, feel free to do so. Show and tell sign up to walk you through that process. Now, highlights. That's broken. Don't worry about it. It has to do with the other buttons. So I'll get to that at some point. Hako. Hako stands for help a coder / creator out. It's a thing I made that if you ever get stuck working on whatever it is that you're working on, you can create a Hako, which is like a room that you can then invite people to join. And the hope is that together as a collective, you'll be able to come up with a solution or the feedback on the thing that you're working on. So if you were to click view Hako, it'll show you all the different Hakos that have been created. You can click the creator's name to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they logged in with, to check out the profile to see whether or not you want to request to join the room. I also added this filter list by keywords. So if you're looking for something maybe specific, maybe it's in the list, and you'll be able to narrow the different Hakos by that. Now, when you click create a Hako, you present it with this form, you put in a title, 3 keywords. When you click create, it will generate a unique URL that you can then copy or click to share to Twitter. Now, when you join your Hako, it looks like this. We have a title here at the top. Over on the right, if you want to leave, there's a leave button. If you want to open the menu for some more options, you can do that there. We have a text chat here to the right. We'll come back to that. On the left, we have another countdown timer counting when the next break session happens. You can copy the URL again. Again, break sessions happen like around 15 minutes after the hour. You can then copy the URL again, and you can click to share to Twitter again. Now, when someone clicks your link, they just don't automatically jump into your room. They're actually requesting to join your room. So they'll show up under pending. You can click their username to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what you're logged in with, to check out the profile to see whether or not you want to approve or deny them. Now, if you do approve them and they turn out to be a terrible person, you can always ban them and get them out of your room. All right, now you as the owner of the Hako, only you can share your screen. Because again, the point of the Hako is for you to get help with or feedback on a thing that you're working on. I think by being able to share your screen, you'll be able to show others what you're seeing and then provide the context for them to get you the help or the feedback that you're working on, that you're looking for. So the way you communicate through the Hako is you have a text chat. Put the message here towards the bottom, hit send, it'll add to the list of messages. I also add the ability to enable audio chat. So anybody who has their audio chat enabled will be able to speak to and hear each other. But don't worry for the folks who don't have audio chat enabled, they'll still be able to follow along because what people are saying will be turned into text and put into the text chat. I also added the ability to do the opposite, where you enable text to speech. So if you're not looking at the text chat, you'll still be able to follow along because messages put in the text chat will be read out aloud by your browser. All right, and that is pretty much it. Again, you can check all the different Hakos that have been created. And yeah, cool. So I'm gonna get y'all back to work because, like I mentioned, I got this program up and running. It's kind of amazing. So I added the assets that I needed to do the thing I wanted to do. And so now the file is larger than what like an unregistered version of the application will allow. So I put in for a trial version. So I need a trial license. So I put that in, and I'm waiting to hear back from them. And so I think they said like within 48 hours or whatever. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a screenshot of the thing, and I'm going to send it off to the person I'm collaborating with, so they can kind of get an idea of what I was thinking, and so they can kind of check it out and then let me know what they think. But yeah, cool. So I'm gonna get y'all back to work, so I can go ahead and get to that. I'm gonna send y'all off with some traveling music. This right here is Anthony Cruz, aka A Butter. The track is called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out. See you 15 minutes of the hour. After the hour. Till then, I wish you much productivity. All right, y'all be easy. Peace.
I wanna say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I wanna say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel like hell. And everybody says hell. We spread love like hell. I wanna say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I wanna say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel like hell. And everybody says hell. We spread love like hell. I wanna say thank you for holding on